Hey, Kaylin Asher here from Calm Biz, and I wanted to share with you 4 tips for creating a super professional yoga newsletter. So, the first thing to do is decide on the format that you want to use. I'm sure that you're on some email lists. You see how different newsletters arrive in your inbox. Some look more just like a regular email. Others maybe have a newsletter template that they use. Others maybe are in a video embedded in some kind of newsletter. The key is to find something that works for you and that you're comfortable producing on a consistent basis. And the other element of this is that you want to distribute your newsletter through a platform like Constant Contact or MailChimp or some other service. And the reason you want to do that rather than just sending it straight from your email account is that a service will let you track the opens, track the click-throughs, and really get a sense for what and what isn't working with your yoga marketing. So tip number 2 for having a super professional yoga newsletter is to make sure your newsletter has consistent branding. So what does that mean? Use the same fonts and the same colors that you use on your website or on your other marketing materials that you hand out to your yoga students. Even use the same images and graphics so that there's a cohesive feel throughout all the pieces of your marketing, and that whether your students find you on your website, on your Facebook page, or in your newsletter, that they have a sense that there's some connection between all the pieces and that they're still connecting with you each and every time. Tip number 3 is to keep your newsletter friendly and concise. You don't have to write these super lengthy passages and articles that are really, high-minded about yoga. You can keep it really, really simple. Think about the information and the questions that your students are looking for, and then address those. You want to make sure your copy is always informative, but you don't have to worry about being really formal in your presentation. You can use slang from time to time, and you don't want to have obviously spelling or grammatical errors, but your audience will really like to feel like they're hearing from you and not from some big yoga corporation. So talk like yourself in your writing. And step number 4 is to be consistent. And this is the piece of the puzzle that ties it all together. Even if you forget everything else I just said, if you're sending something out regularly to your yoga community, that is going to help you more than anything. All yoga pros know that they need to show up time and time again to make anything worthwhile happening. And you know that from your own yoga practice. If you didn't get on the mat with some kind of consistency, you're not going to be able to get yourself up into headstand or a handstand or whatever big pose you're working on. You know you need to show up again and again. The same thing goes with your yoga marketing. So put it on your calendar. Get your newsletter out every week, at minimum every other week, because you want to remain top of mind for your yoga community so that they keep coming back, they want to keep working with you, and that they start to spread the word about all the good work you're doing to new people that could become potential students in the future. So again, quick rundown of the 4 things for a super pro yoga newsletter. Decide on your format and make sure you're distributing it through a platform like Constant Contact or MailChimp. Number 2, make sure your branding is consistent. Use the same fonts and colors and graphics that you're using on your other online platforms, and also as you do on your paper marketing that you're handing out in your brochures and flyers and things like that. Be yourself. Keep it casual, keep it friendly, always offer value, but don't worry about sounding like the top expert yoga authority. Your students want to hear from you. And number 4, send it out regularly. Be consistent, put it on your calendar, and get that great yoga information out to your students. So I hope these 4 tips were helpful and that they help you as you move forward with your yoga marketing. And as always, for more business tips for yoga teachers, come on over to calmbiz.com. I'll see you there.